right, kiddo. Time for bed.
Please read me another chapter before I go to sleep.
Okay, but after that, it's lights out.
Okay.
All right. So this chapter's about a pirate named Captain Crown who lived right here in Louisiana. Maybe even in this very house.
That's scary.
Some folks believe he hid his treasure deep in the swamps. And it's there where his ghost forever dwells to punish those who go looking for his gold.
Daddy, are ghosts real?
Of course not, sweetie. It's past your bedtime. Time for sleep. What was that?
Daddy, I'm scared.
Magnolia, get under the bed.
Alright, so this is the case of 13th school. I know that I said that I might do Diet Road, but I can't. It's not available. Well, it is available, but you can't actually play it on the phone. I was thinking maybe I could pull out my tablet at Windows 8, but I don't have a charger for it, so that kind of fell through. So maybe you might get a Diet Road playthrough in the future, but right now, no. So here we are with the next entry in the series, Mystery Case Files in the 13th School. So we're going to change our name. Yes. But wait a minute. Oh wait, we can't. Okay, so let's just and we're going to go for Jet Learning. There we go. Nice. Select and let's play. Enter the manuscript with Mrs. Lawson by the Spencer, her husband. Alright, let's read the book. Oh yeah, look, there you go. Acting our directors received from headquarters, I procured passage from Great Britain to the southern tip of Louisiana in the United States. I must admit a change of climate is welcome after my brief yet chilly step over in the hamlet of Dye Grove. I've been brief little on the matter ahead, but the case of a missing persons appears to me my latest undertaking. Typically, a lost individual concern would fall under the something. Oh yeah, I have the same problem as I do in the last game where my recording overlay kind of blocks it a bit. Jurisdiction of local authorities as something such as something assignments pertain to rather unusual circumstances. I can't help but feel a bit curious about such an apparently commonplace situation. That said, it's not often I receive an ordinary envelope embezzled with the extraordinary title of 13th School. Yeah, which is weird. Okay. Let's pick the wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow put the parts on the wheelbarrow. Where is she? This is missing March Day Lawson, March Day Lawson, 1971. Right, so this guy's old. Blah blah blah. Master's last seen in the residence in the evening, I'll tell 17 on the information, blah blah blah. Alright.
Detective, I'm glad you've arrived.
I didn't know.
My daughter and I are worried sick about the disappearance of my husband, Marcus.
Right.
We just moved here to Louisiana. Now he's missing, and I don't know what to do about it. The locals are all too afraid of some ridiculous curse to help us search for him. You're the only one who can find him and return him safely to us.
My real curse?
Not long after we moved in, my husband became convinced this place was cursed by a ghost. The ghost of a pirate. Can you believe such nonsense?
Yes, I can.
He overheard the neighbors rambling on about a pirate's hidden fortune. A few days ago, he finds a map he believes has clues to the hidden treasure. He gets completely obsessed, starts tearing this place apart, and now he's missing.
Right. Map?
My husband found a map of the property not long after we moved in. With all the locals' talk of pirates, he thought it might be some sort of treasure map. It's there, on the couch. But it looks like the dog's had its way with it. You might have to search
what
around
way?
a bit to find the missing pieces.
Naughty dog.
There's some tape around here to keep it together.
Okay. Objective items. The objectives panel shows items in the file. Yes, start looking for an item, click in for that, please. Okay, something I would do real quick actually is just check something in the options. Yeah, attitude, let's put snarky on. For players who appreciate good and self-treatment, which I always do, so we're gonna like change the option for that. Okay. I found this object when it was bad to inventory for it, use keep searching. Okay. It's a tiny ass dog, I'm sure it won't do anything. Not around. Is there any pieces in here? Does it look like it? It's going to hit you. Fine. Okay. This thing seems so like unnecessary. Okay. Any they might all still be in the house, so that's not the right thing. One more. So there's that, but where's the tape? That's locked. Wait, hold on. I didn't actually want to take these things. Alaska. I don't know what Alaska looks like. That's what Alaska looks like. A pancake. An American pancake? American style? It's actually like American style pancake. I don't like whatever the name of the other style is. Crepe. So if it's crepe, then it's French style. A boon. That's a bone. Gravy. Pizza. By the way, this fucking fridge is a mess. This fridge is an absolute. They just keep it dead. Just what the fuck. They probably just like filled it, like made a guy snort some coke, and then it's just like right, start naming shit, and whatever shit he said, they just put it into prawns, dentures, a baby bottle, moths, car keys, rope, a footprint, handprint, caterpillar, a toothpaste. It's just all that shit. I hope that yeah, no. I was just gonna say it's just that whole nothing I just said is the fucking list. Spaghetti? Who keeps spaghetti in the fridge? What the fuck's wrong with you? Somebody touch on that spaghetti. There's a giant spider in that punch. There's a big ass spider actually. Jesus Christ. Cockroach in the air, that's probably not good. I say probably, that's definitely not. Spaghetti. I thought that was like the bit of string or something. I still don't know where the bits came from. Nor do I know where the pancakes. Oh, there's one. And there's a pancake. Yes. We got a ball. We got a ball. Well, I know where all the map pieces from the first one, but I don't know where the fucking tape is. That's the thing. Oh wait, got it? Oh man. Yeah. So this is the bone. Alright, you. Usually the beam again, what I have to do by the piecing together. Mysterious map. You've assembled a map of the manor property and surrounding area. Mr. Lawson believes his treasure map has what he believes just disappearance. I don't know.
It looks like you've got the map pieced back together all right. If nothing else, it should help you get your bearings around the estate. You might want to begin your investigation by speaking with Mary, the cleaning woman we hired. It sounds like she's working in the bedroom upstairs. Again, thank you so much for helping us, Detective.
Like a massive ass house. How the fuck can you tell from here that she's in the bedroom upstairs? But you're probably not, she's upstairs.
We were unexpectedly willed this old estate by Marcus's great aunt. He thought it was our big break. After some discussion, we sold our house and moved here from Ohio. If only we'd known what a run-down dump this place was.
Well, seeing as the woman just died, you should have probably expected that. She probably couldn't.
Our daughter Magnolia was the last person to see her daddy before he disappeared. I'm not sure I believe her, as she also claims to have seen a ghost that night. I'm afraid all of this has just been too much for her.
You don't believe your daughter in such a serious manner. Fucking hell. I've just made the acquaintance of grief-stricken Sarah Lawson, whose husband Marcus has mysteriously vanished from their newly acquired property. Mrs. Lawson's account of the incident yields more questions and clues, but after some snooping around I was able to reassemble a map discovered by her husband. The map is very old but appears to be a fairly accurate depiction of the present-day manor and surroundings. Okay, that's weird. Mrs. Lawson noted that her daughter Magnolia is the last person to see her husband when he went missing. I've been told Magnolia and a high-end family named Mary Lee are... She said Mary, not Mary Lee. Or upstairs awaiting my arrival. I don't know. Perhaps by questioning them I can gain more insight into Marcus's disappearance as well as the proposed pirates curse mentioned by Mrs. Lawson. Alright, let's go upstairs. She can't place it this way, so I'm assuming she's here. This is a bathroom. This is not where I want to be. That's a locked door. That's what she is this way. Hello? Ah. Question characters. You need to question characters you meet for your investigation. Characters with exclamation mark over their head are important police issue.
How do you do, Detective? My name is Mary. Mary Lee. My husband and I found work here by way of an advertisement placed by Mrs. Lawson.
I didn't ask you any questions yet.
They needed some help fixing up the place, and times being what they are, we gladly accepted.
Wow, that's so relevant.
It was a shame about her husband gone missing. Between me and you, there's something not quite right about this place.
I mean, it already looks like that, but why do you look like a human version of a pug?
Been kind of lean from my husband and me.
Look at her fucking eyes. Her eyes bulge out more.
So we gotta make do by finding jobs place to place.
Than this guy's pants.
One of the nice things about working for the Lawsons, they let us stay in that old carriage house down the road a ways.
Do they own that place? I don't know.
Poor child. She ain't been out of that room in days. Can't say I blame her. If I saw a ghost taking away my daddy, well, I'd hide my head under the covers, too.
I mean...
She only comes out when she's hungry. Then she locks herself back inside.
Okay. Does she have to go to the bathroom at some point? Surely she must do.
Of course I believe in ghosts. Local folks say that there's a pirate ghost that walks along the hall in the manor with us. Now, I ain't got time to be jawing with you. Not when there's work to be done. Now, why don't you make yourself useful and go get me some cleaning supplies and put them in that chest down by the foot of the bed?
Make myself useful? I'm a detective, not a fetcher. So, okay. You're not looking... There's work to be done? You're doing fuck all. A woman named Mary Lee, who I encountered in the upstairs bedroom, looks like she and her husband Louis were hired by the Lawson shortly after they moved in. I can attest to the need of help given the home's decaying condition. Creaking floors and the must be rotting wood and needs a manner. Like Mrs. Lawson, Mary commented on Lawson's daughter account of something in question. Mary, however, subsequently a believer in the supernatural and briefly mentioned the pirate's ghost before requesting my assistance with some errands, helping her find some cleaning supplies will give me further excuses than for out. Yes. But I was gonna say, oh shit, no. I was gonna say actually that I, as a character, should believe in ghosts as well, because you know, old Charlestown and that. Actually, the Ravenhurst games, I literally spoke to a ghost in Return to Ravenhurst. It's just like, I should believe in ghosts, so I should be like saying to Mary Lee, just like, yeah, ghosts are real, I've spoken to them. Just like, let me tell you about this last case. Okay, we get covered in leaves if we clicked it for some reason. I did just click on that because it had find stethoscope. What are you doing, stethoscope? Right. Ah, there we go. Oh, yeah, I did click on it. Cuckoo clock. Cuckoo. Cat. Okay, there's a cat lined up with that. And the pigeon right next to it. Mandolin, that's it. This isn't it. An oil can. That. And a bow. The bow. Is that a bow? It bends like a bow. Oh wait, I'm thinking about bows and bow now, but is it that kind of bow? Is it not like a, you know, like a bow that you wear on your head or something? Yeah, this kind of bow. Wear on your head? Okay, oh. Why did I just go back in there? Let's see, anything? Aha. Some more shit. Bandage, or there's probably just a plaster, isn't it? Maybe. Who knows? Or the tissue. Why is it just a used tissue in the cupboard? That's disgusting. Pencil sharp. Mind you, that might be for the, what is it? I can't remember what it's called, but you know, the pencil that women use on their lips. I can't remember what it's called. It's the roll built, that's not a roll. Sure. Screw it. There we go. Car. Why is there a car here? So, still don't know what the bandage is. What the fuck even is this? Bracelets. Pink brush. Pocket watch. Brace. Quick click overall. Wait, are you finished? You can have all that. Again, maybe it's a makeup thing. Sweet. You're the bracelets, yeah, you're the bracelets. It's now a pocket watch and a bandage. Pocket watch. There's a watch. I'm gonna get. Oh, it wasn't that big. Or a plaster. Yeah. Okay. Still using American terminology. Mind you, we are actually in America this time, so it can be excused. But normally, oh, where's she? Oh, there she is. Found a balloon. Or whatever the fuck her name is. No. Moments. Oh, there's something. Ah, okay. Inspect and grill. Nah, doesn't like this. Market. Some Wellingtons. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. Earplugs. Yeah, headphones. I thought I saw headphones, but I bet I didn't. No, I didn't. Soldering iron. You want saw blade. That's not saw blade. That's a saw blade. Putting that in. You put that? Yeah, you're good. Wristwatch. I'm wearing a wristwatch right now. A gift from the grandfather. Doesn't look like that. Transparent. That's tape. Colour transparent tape. Which is not what we call it. We call it sellotape. Isn't sellotape copyright actually? Isn't that an actual brand name? It's Cello. It's the brand. It could be right, or it could be wrong. This is a washer. Where's the old washer? I thought I saw something moving then, but it was just a reflection in my glasses. What am I for again? A washer, okay. Let me look for the other things then. A hammer, goggles, and sandals. New maps, so what am I looking for? A hammer and a washer. Hammer. So a washer is just like a little circular disc. Isn't it like some sort of built car? I'm not seeing anything in here. Oh wait, no, there's a bucket. There's a bucket. There we go. Here. Full. Okay. There's gotta be something. What small thing? Probably the brush. Let's see that. Anything out front? Oh, that's a bomb. My voice just. Oh wait, hold on. Don't I like lock the door or something? Can I use this again? No. Yeah, I guess. Nice. We're going in. Blue. There's a button. Oil cap. Sorry, not oil cap. Sorry. Yeah. Matchbox. I thought they looked like what do you call it? Cotton buds. Hey, look, I have these screwdrivers. By the way, can you hear the harmonica right now? You probably can hear it very slightly. After a while, it gets on your tits. You hear it a lot. Simple. Or that might also be copyright. Cigar. That's a cigar. It's all right. Is it smoking? Or should I like smoking? Or me? Okay. Is there anything else I think? What else am I? Wait, no, fuck it. Pantry. Pantry? Oh, right, okay. Blue.
Thanks for lending me a hand, darling.
Nah.
This old place ain't been lived in a long time. Longest still since I've had a good cleaning.
Yeah, fair. Estate. Tell me
I
about
don't
the
know
estate.
who lived here before the Lawsons.
Well, who
Mrs.
cares?
Lawson told me that some old relative of her
Oh,
husband's
right, yeah,
died and
was it?
left
Oh,
him
that.
the manor and the land underneath it. In its time, it was quite the place.
How do you know?
Now, it's just rotting into the swamp.
I didn't know what it used to be like. Used.
That's what I heard at the tavern
Oh,
up
shit.
the road.
Let's hit my
Folks
guitar
say that the fellow that built this home was a famous pirate, and he retired here after a lifetime of looting on the high seas. Apparently
Yeah,
now he
pirates
spends
don't
all his
retire
time
easily.
watching me clean his dirty toilets. Not much of an afterlife.
Mr. Lawson.
Seems that Mrs. Lawson's husband heard the same talk as me. Only difference is, I have enough respect to leave the dead to their business and me to mine. I ain't never seen a ghost, and I don't want to.
I would.
Still, there's something strange going on in this house. I'm sure you have noticed it.
Not really.
Have you seen that crazy clock?
No.
Take this damp cloth and the key and go to the music room.
Okay. I'll take your key.
Help me clean a few dirty windows to see what I'm saying.
Okay. Washing exam 3. That's it. I brought Mary her missing cleaning supplies and she elaborated further on the pirate legend. Apparently local tradition holds that a famous pirate erected the manor after a lucrative career of villainy. Mrs. Lee provided no further details as to Marcus Lawson's whereabouts, because she has no fucking idea, but hinted that he would have better off leaving the pirate's history in the past. While perhaps unconvinced about the validity of the pirate tale, Mrs. Lee did call attention to various oddities about the home. When asked for details, she said to hand me a damp cloth and key with instructions for washing windows. I'm not sure if she's sharing information or using me to do her chores, but even so, mistress sometimes you have to do things dirty. Isn't it not get your hands dirty? I don't know what to say. You have to get your hands dirty. Now, if I remember, I do believe I need to loosen something. How do you loosen it? Hammer. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That would loosen something. So I believe that's the thing using blue. Ah, okay. Don't know what to clean. Okay, nice. Delicious. Damn. Ah, hello. Why don't you just let it go there? I wonder if that dog's probably dead in real life. Over here? Ah. Okay. After some effort, I was able to locate and clean the soiled windows around the manor. Raised observations about unusual fixtures and made evident the inspection of a rather unusual clock. I did not look at the clock, but sure. Clock ran strange set of shapes in the lead on the windows as speak. Strange patterns. Upon closer inspection, symbols on the clock, 3 hands and symbols match the shapes on the windows. There must be some correlation between the two. What is it? The number of them? So hold on. How many down? Right, actually, no, let's actually go to the clock. Right, this is this one. Yeah. Contraptions. During your investigations, you will discover various options of contraptions if you get stuck like infrared plug. Okay. Right, so diamonds we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For triangle we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we got 7, which is where it is. 17. And as for these, I don't know, because I can't see, but it's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's at least 14. 15, 16. Yes, there's 16. Nice. Return to Maryland and asked about what oddities in the manor. After a little investigative head scratching, I was able to discern the connection between the window patterns and the strange clock headstairs with the hand set correctly. The face of the clock opened with a goose mechanism clanked and whirled to reveal 2 small pieces of tall parchment. As I removed the scraps of parchment from the clock, I immediately noted that the tall pieces had a similar subject of something out of the weathered map, specifically Mark's Lawson. I have a sneaking suspicion that the odd fixtures Mary has pointed out are in some way linked to that map. So, I'm actually right in front of Pip. I'm going to end this episode here. So, we've discovered that nothing, really. We've asked some questions to Mary and stuff like that, and that's about it. And helped around and stuff like that. So this one, a little bit of a boring one, but I'm sure it'll start picking up in the later episodes. So thank you very much so much for watching. Take the opportunity to misunderstand the opportunity you don't take to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.